What's up, everyone? We're gonna head out to South Carolina on another adventure. We're gonna retrace our steps of our first family vacation that we ever did in 2015. That kind of got us started on our journey to visit all 50 states. I'm gonna go see Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Atlanta, make a little stop in Memphis maybe. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And once again, we're leaving it's 11:30 at night. We're gonna leave by midnight and drive. Hopefully we'll get to Memphis 7 or 8 in the morning. I'm gonna go see Graceland again. You excited, Fierce?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
All right, get it packed. All right, everybody, say bye, house.
Bye, house.
They snuck their fishing gear in here.
See you later, alligator.
Bye, Rumble. Bye, Scrap.
Well,
6 hours and 8 minutes. Think we'll be there, everybody?
You understand that? I'll read you loud and clear. 10-4. You got the one snowman. I'm eastbound and down.
Eastbound and down, loading up and trucking. What we gonna do when they say can't be done?
I said 11:50. We're heading eastbound and down. Just got on I-40 from Shawnee. We'll be back with you in a bit.
Yay, Arkansas.
Welcome to Arkansas. The Buckle up for safety. Yay, we made it to Arkansas and it's 1:50 a.m. And this is what these guys are doing. Pretty bridge. I think they've done more to us since we were here last. Tennessee welcomes you. The Volunteer State. Nice Bass Pro too.
Hi guys, it's like 6:05, 30 degrees here in Memphis. We're walking, taking a half-mile to a mile round trip hike to take a picture with the Memphis sign.
Cold.
We are freezing.
There it
There
is.
it is. Memphis.
I heart Memphis.
Fierce quit. A little too early to visit.
We stopped by Graceland, but we were so early the gates weren't open yet, and we have visited before, so we made it a quick stop, then we were back on the road. Getting sleepy. 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy at 7:30 in the morning. Welcome to Mississippi.
Oh, here it is. Boys, wake up.
Birthplace of America's music. M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback, I.
Wake up. I am awake.
Time for some breakfast. Home cooking, the neighborhood grill. We finally got a bite to eat. Next stop, Natchez Trace Visitor Center.
Hey guys, wake up. Boys, wake up. We just arrived at the Natchez Trace Visitor Center.
No. We've not been down the whole Natchez Trace, but we did go to a little section of it down by Jackson before, in Clinton. I think is there a visitor center in Clinton?
What's that?
Is there a visitor center in Clinton?
No.
No? Maybe
This
it's...
is the only one on the Parkway.
There is a visitor in Clinton, but it's a local visitor center.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
There's your
Oh,
badge.
metal badge, huh?
This one goes to another one, metal one.
Nice.
There you go. Good job.
Thanks.
All right. Here's your pencil there.
Thanks.
Yep. Y'all have fun out there.
Old Shawnee, Oklahoma, huh? Oh, here, I wanted to show the people this one real fast. Look, they have how much people have donated, and you know, Oklahoma, they're hanging in there. They're not doing great. But Maine and New Hampshire, y'all are slacking. Others doing good. Asia's got some pretty cool looking money in there.
Cambodia. Hold it to the sun, maybe
I'm trying. So, alright, on to the next. We just got done with the Natchez Trace Parkway Visitor Center. Here we go, Chickasaw Village site on the Natchez Trace Parkway. Guess we'll drive in here and see what this is all about. We just left the visitor center from the Natchez Trace. We've been driving down it for just a bit. The boys got their Junior Ranger badges and we got our stamp for our book. We're gonna continue down it for about, I don't know, 20 to 40 miles. I don't know exactly how far we have to go down it, but then we got a jot to the east. We're going to Birmingham, about a 2-hour drive to Birmingham. And in Birmingham, there's 2 national park sites we're gonna try to visit before we get to Atlanta for the evening. And it's about 2 hours from Tupelo to Birmingham, and it's also about 2 hours from Birmingham to Atlanta. Since the 1500s, many Chickasaw people lived in villages like this one. And they went all the way from Illinois, where the Mississippi and Ohio join, all the way down south of here. Village areas abandoned after 1720. Shelter from weather and war. This is what the village used to look like, it says. There we go, Sweet Home, Alabama. Welcome to Sweet Home, Alabama. Barely got that one, I think. But we are into Alabama. Boys, we're in Alabama.
Roll Tide.
No.
They said we do not.
Oh, cool.
That's great.
You don't have any badges?
We used to. They probably grabbed them all. But
So, we're here at the Civil Rights National Monument in Birmingham, Alabama. We've got our stamps, and now we are looking around at the march route and some of the little statues and monuments they have out here in the park. Good. Oh, we didn't go into the museum part. We went into the gift shop and stuff in there. Oh, the church? No, we didn't go to the church.
See a black box from the window on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
All the way down.
Uh-huh.
See a black box on the ground?
Yeah.
That's the grave, man.
A grave?
That's the grave for the girls that got killed in the barn.
Oh,
See
man.
the white wall, skinny white wall?
Yeah.
That's the original burn mark from the barn.
That's where the what was?
The original burn mark from the barn that killed the 4 girls.
Oh, wow.
That's the 4 girls' grave. See that big old window?
Mm-hmm.
That's the famous window in the world. It's the only window that did not break in the barn. You see Jesus and 4 girls. I'm Mark Lamont Walker, born and raised in that parking lot in 1979.
Wow.
That's where I grew up as a baby. But they shot and killed my mom walking home on this corner.
She got shot?
3 years ago, robbery on this corner. So I moved to my park. That's why I sleep every 3 years a day teaching history. But white people, black people, Chinese, they come in to get the history. They see me coming, but I'm coming. They finna miss everything they came for. I'm smart, black, and tell you. They scared of how I look. So they run. I run the case. My baby come in and I teach them. I said, well, you take a picture and run. How you gonna explain to them kids? Mom, Dad, why is this upside down? When I say upside down, you wanna know what that means?
What's that mean?
Look at it.
Yeah.
My kids are the future. This is what I do. You know about Temptation?
Yeah.
Okay, he took the 18th Street from us and gave us 4th Avenue. Y'all leave, turn right at that building. That's 4th Avenue, Black Hollywood, which people never go there. That's where about black people.
Oh, cool.
You turn right in park. That's where Temptation grew up at.
Oh, wow.
They got the whole park. Civil Rights Headquarters, the Jazz Hall of Fame, First Sun Temple, done by hotel. And this here, 5 months before the bomb, 2,000 kids shift school to protest from Martin Luther King. And this is what the low-down white man did to us. Last one is nobody moved Pearl Harbor.
The Pearl Harbor, yeah, Pearl Harbor.
That's Mr. Pearl Harbor, Judy Westbury, when they made the movie. The last one. Okay. Feature, they going to, see that middle? Stand inside that small circle and say something.
Oh, okay.
My name is Marcus. Can I show y'all real quick?
Okay, yeah.
One thing, this is what one of the kids do. You're not doing right. That's the teacher, man. They don't teach my kids.
Right.
When they come out there and pay their money, now they lost, you're going home.
Yeah.
They'll teach you to be afraid of Marcus them. Marcus, go and get them. Marcus, what you doing over here? I'm going to get him. I with him every day at the front door. You know, I really lied to the people got him scared of Marcus. Marcus coming to get you. Let me tell you about Marcus.
Marcus.
Yeah, that's me.
Nice.
They come out there, they have a kid come about you. I go to the front door, we argue with the security. When I gain the trust of the people, I tell them. Man, security line, y'all, ain't no dangerous people down there. If it was, the parking lot be filled with rangers and police officers watching dangerous people.
Right.
A lot of you can never want you to meet me and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Matter of fact, they go to police in the parking lot. That's my marking them unwalk. And watch you know who lying. You know what I mean? This is all I got, bro, for real. I sleep, bro. 3 years straight. Sit. Don't laugh at me. That's 16th Street. They killed my mom on this street. That's 16th Street where I grew up at. I killed myself up at here, boy. Now, it's the grand finale. Stay right here.
Alrighty.
My name is Marcus. We ain't gonna get you out the
Marcus.
Say my name a little loud.
Marcus.
What you hear?
A little echo.
Tone it down again. Tone it down a little bit.
Fierce. Miley.
Who is Miley? Come on, Miley.
Yeah, you try.
Oh, Miley Cyrus.
I was Miley before she was.
Oh, yeah. Marcus.
Marcus!
Are you here?
Yeah, the echo.
Yes.
It's like the center of the universe. We have a place like this in Tulsa.
Oh, y'all from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Man, I did that kid. Look up. See right here too. I told Tulsa, Oklahoma. They call me the street professor while on the internet.
Yeah.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Virginia, New York, Chicago, 206, that's the other Washington. But that's the blood cries of the kids that got beat, tortured, and murdered. 13 years old and under. Over 100 on here left dead in that spot.
Man.
That's sad.
And that's 4th Avenue. That's what I do, y'all.
Well, nice to meet you.
Miley Cyrus.
Appreciate
Miley
your
Cyrus,
help.
what's your name?
Nate.
Nate Dog.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
River.
Oh, River Phoenix.
Fierce.
Fierce. I ain't got nobody for Fierce. Fierce. You got with a name like that, you gonna be the next president. Yeah, 'cause Fierce, you know what Fierce means?
Yeah, brave and like.
No, it means too much to handle.
Yeah.
That's
exactly
that
what
Fierce
it
means.
means.
Too much to handle.
Yeah.
I see it in you. I know you act like that around me. I know you too hard to handle. No, I love people. Y'all don't see no problem.
Well, thanks for visiting with us and
Yeah.
teaching us something.
Can y'all help me get a meal for the night? So I have a night meal.
Well, God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was nice to meet you.
River, Phoenix, Nate Dog, Miley Cyrus.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
One more thing, y'all. Please stay black. No,
I didn't know that. Some mean dogs.
What that means?
I'll drive them.
I wouldn't want them after me. It says Birmingham Police on the
Leash.
leash. All right. Foot soldiers of the Civil Rights Movement with gallantry, courage, and great bravery, they faced the violence of attack dogs, high-powered water hoses, and bombings. They were the fodder in the advance against injustice, warriors of a just cause. They represent humanity unshaken in their firm belief in their nation's commitment to liberty and justice for always. Marcus was telling us about that.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King, born January 15, 1929, assassinated
Why did he have
April
to be
4th, 1968. His dream liberated Birmingham from itself and began a new day of love, mutual respect, and cooperation.
That dude's huge.
Mr. King. By 1963, thousands of blacks marched on City Hall to protest Jim Crow laws that were a constant reminder of blacks' second-class status in America. Such laws robbed them of fair voting and public facility rights. Separate water fountains, restrooms, schools, public transportation, and other facilities were marked with whites-only signs. 4 little girls. On September 15th, 1963, a dynamic blast ripped through 16th Street Baptist Church, killing 4 little girls. Over the next 3 decades, 3 Ku Klux Klansmen were convicted of the murders and sentenced to life in prison. This sculpture pays tribute to those little girls as well as 2 young boys who were killed in racially charged crimes that same day. And that was the church over there. And the guy said where that black monument is, I guess is where the bomb went off over there. I think that's what he said, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Murdered Murdered. The four spirits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these were like 14-year-olds, 13 and 14-year-olds. Dang. There were far too many stories of pain, suffering, and senseless tragedies, like the story of these innocent children. But we learned a lot about Birmingham and one minority's painful struggle for equality. Our next stop was a revisit from our trip in 2015, the Iron Vulcan. There you go, the Iron Vulcan.
Wow. Oh. Hey, bro.
Here's what he looks like.
Yeah.
It's not what he first looked like, is it?
Blacksmith?
Yeah.
That's it?
It's the eyes over Birmingham. The Iron Man Vulcan. The giant cast iron statue you see towering above you is Vulcan, the Roman god of metalwork and the forge. The 56-foot tall statue was commissioned by Birmingham leaders to represent their new growing city at the 1904 St. Louis World Fair. After a smashing success at the fair, he was brought home to Birmingham.
It needs...
Yeah, last time we parked down there. Here's what it used to look like in 1885.
1885. Kind of looks the same.
Yeah, except for a lot more taller buildings and a lot spread out, more city. You can also go up in the Vulcan, but I don't think we're going to do that today. Our next stop was at the spot of another pivotal occurrence during the Civil Rights Movement. Greyhound bus station protest, May 14, 1961. And it says information at Calhoun County Chamber of Commerce. So we better go check the Calhoun County Chamber of Commerce out. We are at Freedom Riders National Monument area here. And it says, in the spring of 1961, a diverse group of Freedom Riders set out to test if bus station facilities in the Deep South were complying with U.S. Supreme Court decisions that struck down segregation on buses and in bus station facilities, like waiting areas, lunch counters, and restrooms. On May 4th, 1961, in Washington, D.C., the first group of Freedom Riders boarded 2 buses, one a Greyhound and the other a Trailways, bound for New Orleans. The bus were to arrive in New Orleans on May 17th. Boarding the Greyhound bus to travel through the heart of the Deep South, I felt good, I felt happy, I felt liberated. I was like a soldier in a nonviolent army. I was ready. And there's their journey. Richmond, Petersburg, Greensboro, North Carolina, Sumter, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Augusta, Georgia, Athens, Atlanta, and Anniston, Birmingham. Their destination for the day was Birmingham, with a brief stop in Anniston, Alabama. They had experienced some violence and arrests so far, but the riders knew the worst could still yet be to come. Filled with hope, it was such a beautiful day. The sky was blue and it was just beautiful scenery. We didn't have a sense of fear. The Greyhound bus was the first to reach Anniston, where it was met by an angry crowd of at least 100 men, led by members of the Ku Klux Klan, who attacked the bus, throwing rocks, breaking windows, and slashing the bus's tires. A mob in pursuit. The police eventually allowed the damaged Greyhound bus to depart for Birmingham, but members of the mob pursued it. Approximately 6 miles outside of town, the bus's slashed tires gave out, and the driver was forced to pull over. The mob continued to attack the disabled bus. Men blocked the bus door while someone threw a firebomb through a broken window. In seconds, flames engulfed the bus. Moments later, there was an explosion. The mob ran in fear, releasing the door and allowing the passengers to escape. When I got off the bus, a man came up to me and I'm coughing and strangling, and he hit me with a baseball bat. This is when I see the highway patrolman. He pulls his gun and he fires it in the air, and that's what stopped it. An hour after the mob attacked the Greyhound bus, the second bus arrived at a mostly quiet Trailways station. No one aboard knew what had happened to the riders on the earlier bus, but trouble awaited this bus too. A group of Klansmen boarded the Trailway bus, verbally and physically assaulting the Freedom Riders during the 2-hour ride from Anniston to Birmingham. With violence in Birmingham, with an understanding that local law enforcement would not intervene, a mob met the Trailways bus at the station in Birmingham and attacked the Freedom Riders with fists, iron pikes, baseball bats, and other weapons. Battered and bruised, riders from both buses later met in Birmingham. No driver would take them further, so they left town by plane. However, the rides were far from over. Choosing courage over fear, white supremacists attempted to break the activists physically and spiritually, but they failed. Despite the violent and sudden end of the first ride, another group of Freedom Riders immediately volunteered to complete the route by traveling beyond Birmingham to Montgomery and New Orleans. Led by Diane Nash and the Nashville Student Movement, more riders traveled to certain danger in Alabama. When Freedom Rider reinforcements arrived in Montgomery, another mob attacked riders, bystanders, members of the press, and even a federal official. Images of the downtown riot, with law enforcement notably absent, circulated widely. Answering public pressure, federal officials began to act, including calling in the National Guard to protect the Freedom Riders. Diverse movement of many. Though mob violence and mass arrests persisted, the Freedom Riders brought national and international attention to the cause of civil rights. Throughout 1961, more Freedom Riders took up the cause. In all, there were more than 400 Freedom Riders and over 50 Freedom Rides. Igniting social change. The Freedom Riders' determination ensured that federal rulings were enforced. As a direct result of the Freedom Riders, the Interstate Commerce Commission banned segregation on buses and in bus terminals on November 1st, 1961.
Why are they all yelling?
We got our stamps?
Yep.
Well, a little interesting tad bit of history. Short, sweet stop. We stopped, we've seen where the bus, I guess, where that stuff happened, where we stopped first. And this is Anniston, Alabama. Calhoun County Chamber of Commerce. Boy, it's pretty. It's nice weather. It's warmer than it was in Oklahoma. We hope you enjoyed the video today and maybe learned something new along the way. Make sure you check out part 2 of our journey. As always, your likes, shares, and comments help our videos a lot and are much appreciated. All right, thanks again, everyone. I will see you guys next time.